You may have noticed my mouth was moving, but I wasn't saying anything. That's because my microphone was turned down. You're welcome. Oh, hi. I'm Brian, and we're about to play some Bubsy to find out if it sucks or not. Meanwhile, let's make sure that we, oh, look. It's Matt. What's up? Hello. I know, right? Much better to have a voice than no voice. This is my first night back since, it's been over a week. We took a little vacation last week. That included from podcasting and from our day job. I'm doing good, Matt. How about you? How about you? Welcome back. Ah, there is Captain Kipper. Oh, it was very nice. It was amazing. It was nice to get a break. And what I realized during my vacation break was that I need to do at least that a couple of times a year. I have vacation time built up. I just never take it. And I was getting burned out and I didn't realize it. And so, hey, I'm back. I really took it off. And I've got some things to talk about. You may notice some junk on my table, and the reason why is because there comes Bubsy. What happened to why did the audio stop and now all of a sudden it's back? Oh, and now it's gone away again. It's interesting because my controller is vibrating right now. I'm using my PS5 and I got it plugged directly into my Atari VCS. Oh, that's interesting. And I turned the cable just a little bit. The vibration stopped. Is it charging, though, is the question. Oh, it's not. Oh, maybe. Oh, and now it's vibrating again. That is so weird. And then the music stops. Oh, you know what? I wonder. You know what I wonder, though? I bet I know what's going on. This is a PS5 remote. I bet what's happening is that is trying to send audio to a USB device. I bet that's why. I bet the vibration is actually the game sound. What is up, Zachy? What's going on? What's going on, my friend? How's it going? Oh, so good to see you, Von the Brat. Hugo is here. What is up? Interesting. So let's check that out again. So I'm using my Atari VCS. Maybe I should have put that on my desk so you guys could see that. And I'm using my universal controller here, my DualSense controller, but it was dead and need to be charged. So I was like, well, I can plug it into the outlet down there, or I can plug it right into the front of my Atari VCS via these USB port and then plug in this guy and just play it like a regular controller. However, interesting. Also, that is super quiet. Why is it so quiet? All right. Oh, it's disconnected. Oh, I wonder if I just need to plug it into the... I wonder if this cable's bad. These are all possible answers. All possible answers. Zacket said, plug it in to the outlet down there. Sounds disturbingly dirty. Or maybe it's just my old Navy man mind. No, plugging it down there does sound interesting, doesn't it? Avian, what's going on, my friend? What is up? Man, it's good to see everybody. It's like it's been forever. New Twitch, who dis? All right, I plugged this into the front port. I wonder if I plug it into the back port. What you think about that, Zach? What do you think? What do you think? Should plug it in the back port. Let's find out what happens when we plug into the back port. Now, I used to have a USB. I really wish I had to put this up on the desk. You know what I'm going to do? I might probably need to do that for next week. Okay, it happened again. Okay, I plugged in the back side. All right. And then the audio disappeared. And it's really quiet. And last time it was vibrating. Could you feel the vibration? I could. Which makes me think that it's using this built-in speaker as its default audio device. Let's test that theory by popping back out into the main system here. And let's take a look. It's in a book. It's a reading rainbow. Geeks and gamers, what's up? I know, it's been a week, yo. Before Tay Girl is here, so I was running late. I was hoping I could make it in time for us to talk a little bit about some paper mache. So I started, oh my gosh. I spent a lot of my vacation. Okay, I'm going to slow myself down because I really want to run like really fast, like to tell you guys everything. But what I should do is say this. Welcome in. Thank you guys. It's been a week. I've missed you. Let's start getting back into our video games. We're going to be doing Bubsy this week. And last week while I was on vacation, we'll get into all the news. But the biggest news was that I got my maker on. So I've done a lot of, we're going to add. Let's wait till everybody gets back. Meantime, let's get frustrated with this, why this isn't working. By the way, thank you so much, Shay, for that resub for 51 months. Been sub for 50 months. Get out of here. Shay, what is going on? All right, look at this. Oh, it's September. I forgot about that. Your subs are going to be a little bit cheaper this month. There comes my face now. Here it come up. Also, Taz, resub for 51 months. Look at that. 50 months from, wait, it's 51 months for Shay and Taz. Oh, look at that. Interesting. Oh, hi. How's it going? Luckily, you guys are getting no ads. You're having the ad-free experience, which is exactly what you want. Like I said, let's take a look at these sound settings. Does it specify which sound setting? Look at that. Look at Zackett giving out that community sub. Who got it? Who got the sub, Zackett? Crescent. Yes. Welcome in, Crescent. Look at that. Sub twinsies. Look at that. Thanks to our friend Zackett, you are now going to enjoy your ad-free viewing. Crescent, welcome in. Come on in. Woot, woot. Welcome back. Feeling much love. Feeling much love. All right, wait. Let's. We're almost through with that ad, and we get back to our story. In the meantime, let's see if we can figure out what the crap. Let's see. Audio output. Auto. So there's the problem. See, we should always be going with C. Yeah, that's what I suspected. Auto is going over to the DualSense controller. Boom. I wonder if that's going to automatically change it, or do I need to reboot? Oh, there it went. Just like that. What's that meme say? Ah. Isn't that what he's? Ah. I assume that's what he's saying. He's tapping his head. He's tapping his head. Look at that. The Wraith is here. What's up? Oh yeah, that's right, Geek. Show some love over there on the YouTube. Been getting some love over here. Oh, was there a YouTube sub as well? Let me go over there. Let me go over this YouTube real quick. I didn't pull up the YouTube stuff. I'm out of practice. I'll admit it. I am rusty. 1 week off, and I go from being Brian to being Rusty. Went to school with a guy named Rusty. That's right. His name was Rusty. I won't say his last name. That would be rude. Out of practice. Oh, there we go. I can hear myself. Perfect. There we go. Got that. Uh-oh. But now I don't hear the audio again. Oh, there it goes. Always changing. Well, good. Zaga says, hadn't realized you were up to having the short. Oh yeah. You didn't see my ponytail. You guys hadn't. Yeah. I don't always turn to the side, but when I do, I reveal my ponytail. It's my pink ponytail. It's down at the pink ponytail. You need a Jerome. Oh wow, I do need a Jerome. I don't know that joke, but I'm gonna look for it, Captain. Oh yeah, I got a short ponytail. I got it kind of up high, right? I usually wear it low, but it's been annoying me lately, so I got it up high. Poor Tank Girl says ponytail reveal was my high school wrestling finishing move. What is going on with this controller? This sucks. All right, it keeps coming and going. We're gonna figure it out. All right. Oh, that's the. We don't want to start there. Can I even start the game yet? We gotta post this to social media. All right. That sounds a little laggy. We'll have to fix that. Have you played Atari today? I said to quit. I said to quit already. Jerk. I missed you guys. I've missed you guys a lot. Some may say too much. And to those people I say, all right, let's see. Let's get it on the social media. Let's get it out there. Let's let people know we're back. I say nay. I say whip and nay nay. I go whip. I go Dole Whip. Yeah. That's cool. I know I can just drag that over there. That was kind of cool. I didn't know I could do that. Now I know. Bippity boppity spoop. Oh, Rusty and Drone were the puppets. Wait, I gotta know more about this. Let's circle back around to that. All right, so if you haven't heard, we have a new kitten. There, I said it. We have a new kitten. First day of my vacation. You may have heard some of this on the TMS this morning, but my first day of my vacation, we were at my favorite picking spot. My favorite picking spot for picking CRTs. And someone had left I believe it was a Toshiba, late 90s era 27-inch TV that I definitely did not need, but it was outside waiting on me to arrive to take it home and save it from the weather. Fortunately, someone had cut the power cord. They cut the power cord right off of it. Now, while that's not a hard fix, can be a bit. It could be a problem, right? And if there's anything at all that is a problem when I'm looking at CRTs, I just move on because I'll probably find another. So it's big deal. But it does make me mad. I'm like, really, dude? Why'd you cut the cord? I'm assuming people cut the cords. There's not enough copper or anything in those cords to really be worth the effort. I wouldn't think. So I'm assuming it's just because people don't like to move them because they're afraid they'll trip over them when they're moving them. And so they Warforge, thank you so much for that sub. What is going on, Warforge? So I'm assuming people cut the power cords off of those things to, so they're not a trip hazard, right? They're not a fall hazard like the Fall Guy. But worthless. So Audra was yelling at me for, you don't need another CRT. And then we got on the phone like 2 seconds later and she's all like, let's go to Walgreens. There's a kitten under the trash can out there we got to help save. And I said, you don't need any more kittens. Take that. Ward Forge, what's going on? How's the coolest retro dude on the planet? Well, I'll let you know when I see him. No, wait, that's me. That's me. Yeah, too lazy to unplug it for Tango. So that's the reason why they cut it off. Tony, what is up, my friend? Is it true CRTs are radioactive or is that BS? There is an element of radioactive components in CRTs, but no, not enough to. You'd probably find just as much just in nature, just walking around. You can just pick up a random rock and probably have as much. Random rock. Do random rock. We should have like random rock. That should be a command tag. Random rock, and then I can get my guitar out and we'll jam. Nature is a CRT. I see you. What's going on? Exactly. Cabkipper says mostly BS. They can produce X-rays, but are lead shielded. Right. Most CRTs have a lot of, they keep that kind of stuff in mind. Cat distribution system strikes. Yeah. The cats, they have. So there's a cat colony behind one of our Walgreens, and they've kind of set up a sanctuary for those cats to keep them safe. People also take that as a cue to drop off their unwanted cats because the local Humane Society will not take them. And cats are hard to get rid of. Really hard to get rid of. So, they will drop the kittens off at that local cat colony, but, that cat colony has got its own people. And, it may not be interested in any new recruits. Yeah, those people are garbage, aren't they, Captain Kipper? Stupid garbage folk. But the reason why we think that is because most of the cats out there at that colony are feral cats. And they're kind of wild, right? You can't get too close to them. You can leave some food for them, and, and that's fine because the people, I think somebody owns that land back there, and so they've kind of accepted it. They don't cause a problem or anything like that. But this cat is like the most friendly cat in the world. Now, he was a little resistant to he was a little resistant to us capturing him, but he was only like 3 to 4 weeks old. So it was quite humorous watching Audra chase him down by jogging gently and him just kicking butt. I mean, he's just like, he's got his, if you've ever seen a cat really run, he was putting every effort he could into it. And Audra just walked him down. I know, Wraith. Look, I mean, I'm trying to figure out, is there a problem with this USB-C cable? This is a nice cable. Or it was. I keep plugging it in, hoping it'll stop being a butthole. But every time I touch it, it goes disconnected, reconnected. So I don't know what that means. The PS5, or is it just dead? Maybe it's just dead. Not enough power coming through this back port. So we talked about it earlier. We're going to plug this down. We're going to plug it in down there. We're going to plug it in down there. The race says USB-C is barely a standard, right? He's just a baby. Poor little kitty. Yeah, he was so small. I had to take him to the vet this past Saturday. I spent most of the morning there. Let's see. We've got ear mites, which I didn't realize is a totally black cat. From head to toe, no white, no other color, just black, except for his green, striking green eyes. He's a Halloween cat. And super tiny, was scared and ran from us, but once we got him and he felt safe, he's just he's a cuddle monster. He loves us. He loves us. Yeah, he's the void. He's the void. And Zoe lost her cat last year. His name was Catbug. If you ever watched the cartoon Catbug, we was watching. Well, it wasn't called Catbug, but the character was named Catbug in that web series from Pendleton. It's the one who does Finn and Jake. Anywho, Catbug died. He was a Maine Coon, most loving cat in the world. So she lost him last year. And she immediately wanted to get another cat because she's 16 at the time, I think. We kind of talked her into just waiting a little bit. We said, won't you mourn Catbug just a little bit before we just wipe out his memory with another kitten? So this kitten was right on time, right? So he's right on time. So he's a sweet little kitty. I'll bring him on air once he gets old enough. Once I can get the consent. Warfork says, have you updated your Ambernick to the latest? No, I have not. Newly, I have not. It's super solid. It's funny you should say that because I have one of my Ambernicks. One of my nephews was using it, and he kept having trouble with it. And it kept having to be reset. And I said, let me get it working solid before I give it back to you. So he asked about it today. I'm like, oh crap, I forgot about that. So I gotta do that. So that's good news. I'll try that one. I said, I found the pick in Discord. You're allowed to live, Brian. You're allowed to live. We didn't have to bribe him at all. Like I said, Audra just ran him down. Oh, so anyway, yeah. Took the cat to the vet. Cat had ear mites. His ears were black inside and out. And I just thought he's black everywhere else. Why not? But boy, when they started cleaning his ears out, I was like, ew. Ew. But yeah, had some ear mites, and that explained why we originally took him to the vet to begin with, because his eye swelled up, but he was scratching his ear because they were itching and he hit his eye. And so anyway, they gave him some antibiotics. We've got to take him back to get his shots in a couple of weeks. cleaned out his ears really good with the ear mites. Go ahead and gave him some dewormer. So yeah. Amy says, I am very disappointed. Everyone gets the cat distribution system, but not me. Taz, I've never seen ear mites before, and they were mighty gross. Oh, dude. I was so glad that I got to play good cop because the vet was playing bad cop. You know, all I done was cuddles. Cuddles. Oh, sweet kitty. Here's some snacks. Want some food? The vet was just like, jabbing it down way further down the ear than I thought they would. I was like, holy Moses, there's no way. I'm like, there's no way I would have been able to do that. It looked brutal. Brutal. Plug this controller in down here. Come on. It can't be both ways. Let's be. The old joke about the USB being able to plug it in without looking at it still exists. Yeah, I didn't even know you could go that far down into a cat's ears the way she was doing it. I was like, holy smokes. But he was the hit. He was the hit of the veterinarian's place. They didn't believe me when I called him. I was like, yeah, he's a little bitty thing. I said, I think he's something like, it looks like it's like, maybe 3, 4, maybe 5 weeks old. And they're like, yes, sir. Just bring in the cat. You don't know what you're talking about. So I brought him in and said, oh, he's tiny. I said, oh, yes, he is. And the vet said 4 to 5 weeks. So I was like, yeah, 4 or 5 weeks. Very small. We got him on milk replacement, and he started eating just regular food and the kitten food. And so that was fine. I was like, okay. Thank you. That's what I was wanting to talk about a little bit here. We're going to play Bubsy, but I also wanted to talk a little bit about what I did on my vacation besides cat sitting. Got a Switch 2, by the way. Pulled a muscle in my leg getting the cat. No, I didn't. I pulled the muscle after we caught the cat. First day of my vacation. We caught the cat. I was straightening stuff up in my back seat. I leaned over. God forbid. I leaned over to adjust the floor mat. And I pulled a leg muscle. I was down for like a day and a half. Which is fine because I just got to lay on the couch and pet the cat. But also, Audrey felt bad for me and because she had given me a hard time about the CRT. And I don't know, she thought maybe I was, I wasn't going to get it. But she told me, you're not getting another one. I think she felt bad because she thinks maybe I didn't get it because of her. No, the cable was cut. And so, come on, be for real. But then we also got the cat. And so as a goodwill gesture, I'm a joker. She said, you know what? We was talking about getting you a Switch 2. We're going to get you a Switch 2. So that's what I did. So I got to play with it. My vacation started off with playing with a baby kitten. It's a baby, and playing with a Switch too. So can't complain. Can't not complain. Even if I did have to pull my leg muscle to do it. Oh yeah, can we count on Switch 2 streams, or do you stream strictly? No, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do some Geeks Gamers a Play Fan over on YouTube. Yes, we're gonna do both because you know what comes out tomorrow? Bubsy, the Perfect Collection, which is gonna include all the games we're talking about this week on Play Retro. So absolutely, we're gonna play some Switch games. I might play some of the new Donkey Kong. I'm loving that. Bonanzas, banana. I've also got the Mario Karts. So that was the two I got. I almost got the Kirby. I couldn't decide between Donkey Kong or Kirby, but I ended up going with the Donkey Kong because everybody else was loving it. So that's what I did. But yeah, we'll do a little bit of, you know me, I'm still gonna do some retro stuff. There's lots of stuff, retro stuff on the Switch. So it's all good. Yeah, Wonderbot says, twist and reach and bend, no good for backs. Cat Raid Tube, says Captain Kipper. Yeah, he's gonna be needing me. Oh, so in addition to doing all that other stuff, right? I've neglected my 3D printer. And I have a new, I have a friend, and he had a why am I blanking on what I'm supposed to call it? Bamboo Labs. Bamboo Lab A1 with the AMS light. He was having trouble with it. I was like, okay, let me take a look at it. Had plenty of experience. So I did. Got it working fine, and he's probably just going to sell it to me. So I did some stuff, printing a bunch of stuff over the weekend, because that is a 4-color printer. The only printers I've ever had so far have been the single color. So now I can print up to 4 colors. You can tell right here in this little container is what they call the poop. This is what I'll show you the print some other night. Oh, that's the wrong one. Wink. So this is the poop that gets kicked off. So I had one of these beakers out there. So these are the 4 colors I had printing. Had a little tea light, stuck that in there. But while I was doing that, I turned on my Ender 3 version 3 printer and printed this out. And when I did, I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna get some. I don't want to do all this intricate. I don't want to do much of painting right now. I just don't want to do much of painting right now. So I want to do this, which is a planner, or maybe a candy dispenser for Halloween. We'll see. We're coming up quickly on that. And so I said, well, how about I do this? How about I just order me some filament, some bone white filament. And so I'm going to reprint this skull. I'll probably still flip down this other one too, the gray one. But I've got this bone white, right? Filament. It's bony white. And then I ordered some dark wax. So it's dark wax, kind of like when you antique stuff. But I've seen somebody doing it, and they did use some bone white filament. So we're gonna see how that works. Puppy Kentrout, what is up? Maybe it says, "Look, I'm painting my thumb more than the miniature." Yeah, the Wraith. I have two resin printers, Elegoo Mars 3 Pros, and I have 2 Ender Creality version 3s. And the reason why I have 2 is because one of them was broke, but I knew I could fix it. And so I knew it was going to take a while, so I ordered another one. And guess what? The first one broke again. And so I have another heat block I got to put in there. And I think I'm going to try some different things to see if I can keep from it happening again, what happened. So we'll see how it works. We'll see how it works, man. So I spent a lot of my vacation just setting up my 3D print stuff, just getting back to where I needed to be. Because the holiday seasons are coming up, and Audra makes candles, and I like to make little things to go along with them. Hey, are you ready for me to talk about some Bubsy? Let's play a few minutes of Bubsy here. Let's do it. Also got these brushes. They're made for the chalk paint. Dark paste wax. Is that what it's called? Guess we'll see how this works. By the way, thanks a lot, Amazon. Package came in, it was opened up, and like it either been opened and returned, but it's a mess. I'm not gonna send it back so cheap. Yes. But I'd also have I've had that. I've called it cry cut for so long to try to be funny, but it's called a Cricut, right? Little vinyl cutting machines, or the cutting machines. I mostly use it for vinyl cutting, but yeah. Wonderbrat, you have a bamboo. Which one do you have? Which one do you? Yeah, after the bug. That's what I thought. Cricut is how you're supposed to say it, but I always say cry cut. That's right. So the Ray says, plus you can use a 3D printer to print parts to fix other 3D printers, which is what you do. That's right. Come on over. We got 2-player. Let's get into Bubsy. This is the cat. Bubsy Bobcat. He is your one of your mascot style guys that you would see, right? So during the 16-bit systems, which we're playing this on the Sega Genesis, we were getting out, we were getting our mascots on. Everybody was doing it. Everybody was doing it. And so they had to get Bubsy had to get involved, man. Why he got the rabbit feet. So that's a really good... So the reason why he has rabbit feet, the character design is mostly based off those Fleischer cartoons like Popeye and there's Warner Brother cartoons and that kind of stuff. Because really, I mean, look at him. Does he like a cat? I mean, does he really like a cat? No, he looks like a cartoon cat. And so that's why he's got big rabbit feet. It was the style at the time. Popeye? Not Popeye? But Bubsy basically has two moves. He's got jump and he's got glide. Which makes sense, right? Because that's what cats do. Cats jump. Shouldn't he be a squirrel? I mean, if you come up to me and said, Bubsy's a squirrel, I'd be like, why is his tail so short? Otherwise, I'd believe you. But then he does that little spin out thing there, like a little cat thing. Yeah, cats fly, sure. Like that, right? They do this little glide thing. That's exactly how the cats do. Did you notice, by the way, you don't see it now, but Bubsy starts with 9 lives. Look at the bottom right-hand side over there. There's also a timer. So how does the story go for Bubsy? In-game? Well, if I remember correctly, some aliens are here and they're trying to steal our yarn, and Bubsy is trying to steal it back. And by the way, this is one of those games. This is one of those games where we got checkpoints, first of all. One hit is a death. Which started a lot of lives, right? Looks like a squirrel fox rabbit. I can see that. Bobby, you're right, because he is a bobcat, so he's not like a house cat. He is a bobcat. That is a good point. That is a good point. Bobcats do have pretty big back feet. Yeah. They can jump like 2 to 3 miles a hop. I don't know if it's quite that far, but it's pretty far, right? It's pretty far. Yeah. He's a bobcat, which makes sense. Look at his little bobby tail. He's got a little bobby tail. Do they have it? Are their feet as big as rabbits? Because this is definitely Bugs Bunny style feet, right? I mean, that is Bugs Bunny sized feet. Sure, Jan. So what is Bubsy? Is a side-scrolling, platforming collectathon is what it is. To what end? Just to have a little fun. Or not. I know that what's odd about this game and this series is that some people really love it. It never did very well critically. It sold pretty well. Not gangbusters, but enough to encourage them to make more yarning around. Got my achievement. Retro achievements, yeah. Yet to sell toys, it was to sell this video game, apparently. So Accolade, what is the guy's name? So the designer worked for Accolade, right? I think that's right. I'm still getting the story straight. Oh, don't you give me that, Bubsy. Don't you give me the idle animation crap, all right? But you're right. There is a timer, so I will pause it at 555. Wasn't that an album recently? 555? No, that's a song. Puppy Kitten Trout says originally the game was marketed as Stubby the Tailless Squirrel, but apparently had to change it at the last minute. Get out of here. Really? I believe it. So the idea was this. If Accolade, I believe, was the developer, not the publisher. If I'm getting that right, I'll have to double check. One of their developers had been developing adventure type games, and he wanted to do something more like Sonic, right? He wanted something more like that. So he convinced the higher ups to let him do or they encouraged him to do like a research. You know, it's like research the whole thing. Look at Sonic up one side and down the other, and come back and report on it, and let's see if it's something that we can do. So if you're curious, this Bubsy is a Mario / Sonic platformer. And you'll notice that in just a minute. Now, the way I've been playing it, I've been moving along very slowly and deliberately. But if you take a few more steps, just like Sonic, he'll start picking up speed. Now, you don't have like a spin charge attack or anything like that. But this game is more simple than that. But that's where it got to start. And then it's got a comic book at it's not really a comic book. It's a comic that tells the background and story at the top. All right, so okay, let's get to see. All right, here we go. See how we're starting to speed up here. All right. Oh, and you got these little things too. Little flippity flips. Called like the bonus stage in Sonic, doesn't it? All right. These are aliens we're killing. Tomos Robson says, love Bubsy. I'm in Spain and it's 1:30 a.m. That's right, 1:35 a.m. and I'm downloading it for the Switch 2. All right. Oh, is it already released there? So that's what's coming out. We don't see it until tomorrow here in the US, I suppose. So I guess they release it in regions. That's awesome. Tomos, thank you so much for sharing that with us. It's the Perfect Collection, I believe, is that's what it's called, right? I think it's called Bubsy, the Perfect Collection. It's got Bubsy 1, 2. I believe the one they have is the Steam version, which is the SNES version. Supposed to have all the quality of life improvements, like the save states and that sort of stuff. But it's got Bubsy's 1, which has got a long title. What is it? Claws Encounter the Furry Kind. And then there's Bubsy 2. There's that Jaguar Bubsy. And then there's like Bubsy 3D for the PS1. Yeah, Bubsy is a Nintendo game. No, Bubsy is not a Nintendo game. But Accolade did publish games for the Sega. They published for everybody, right? They did Sega, they did SNES stuff, they did Atari. By the way, Atari recently, if I'm not mistaken, picked up this license. And Atari's been doing some really interesting things. You can tell I'm wearing my Atari shirt tonight, actually. Got my Atari shirt on. Been living large lately with the Atari life. Have you played Atari today? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, the Accolade was definitely in those C64 games. Absolutely. But like I said, Bubsy is... oh, look at this, Captain Horatio. What is going on, my friend? What is going on? It was definitely a grab. Bubsy was definitely a let's hit the fad. And somehow, Bubsy has survived all these years through many incarnations, never hitting a home run with any of his games, but still beloved. It's an interesting... It's an interesting snapshot, too, of the 90s, where we had all these characters with attitude. The music is fun, right? I mean, the graphics are fun to look at. It's got minimal amount of parallaxing scrolling in the background, but it's still there. It's pretty good. You know, it was definitely... when it came out, there was tons of platformers already out there. But, you know, just it's got 2 simple buttons. It's got jump and glide and collecting. So you jump, you glide, you collect. You pretty much collect the same things. You don't see a lot of variety. You're just trying to beat that clock, right? You get these double jumps in the trees and get up pretty high. If you're wondering about that question or that exclamation mark on his shirt, that was intended to be part of the gameplay. You also play 2-player. And you'll have 2 Bubsies, one with a red exclamation, and your partner, I think, has a blue one, I believe. If I'm not mistaken. Oh, Hardball. That's a good one. Yes, Captain Ratio. You got it. Oh, yeah. Ace of Aces and Fight. Oh, those are both good. What could possibly go wrong? So he pretty much only says that little catchphrase. Cat phrase. Always says that. He says that cat phrase in this first one, but he's always got one. He's always got a one-liner. Look at the attitude. We were totally 90s then. It's like more attitude, man. Oh, by the way, bobcats can't swim apparently. That's in the manual. Like I said, it's fine. There's nothing to, that's going to set it apart. But, if you got to have a platformer, why not? Why not? Is there a boss? Look at this. Boy, does that not feel like Sonic? That is a page right out of Sonic right there. Except there's no boss fight at the end. Where's the boss fight? So there should be a boss fight there. Jeez, Will of Doom. All right, let's get our Sonic run on. So that's the one thing that kind of fails here. You can play it one of two ways. Kind of a slow, kind of Mario way, or you can try to run it quick like Sonic. But there's a lot of breakpoints and Sonic does the same thing. Sonic has places where you'll be running along really fast, and the level designers are like, no, wait. You got to take a look at this part. Oh, that's right. There's those cute little cars. Yeah. 410 Girl says, definitely looks like it's for a younger group. Yeah, no major challenge. Exactly. So you could pick it up and go. Get your box of bananas here. Slip right on those. If you're running too fast, then a little slow down. You're supposed to be able to ride these cars, I think. Oh, not if you miss them. Hey, is this the Noid? I'm annoyed. Checkpoints. Music is fun. Art style is cute. Just like playing a cartoon. As they often say, I see why you might like it. I need to play some Noid. I haven't played the Noid in a long time. He would also probably been about the same time. That's a good question. When to avoid the Noid, the campaign game for Dominoes, right? Dominoes. Oh, it's got a piano coming down the thing. That's an old cartoon trope, right? Get smashed by a piano. All right, so I think we gotta jump over this guy. A little slow build up, going up the hill. Oh, I still didn't do it. What a bunch of crap. Did I mention I don't like heights? Did I mention I don't like heights? I think also 1988. So the Noid was before this, right? This is 92. Let's take a look and see when this was. So we got two paths here as well. I heard an interesting interview with the. Yeah, this is 93. I heard an interesting interview with the creator, and he was talking about how he designed the game, the maps specifically, and like he just said he just put a whole bunch of graph paper together and just mapped it out. Which he actually liked. It was kind of like something wholly unique to his experience. But I think I remember early on, game developers used to do that a lot. But by 93, that was a little less common. You had more developer tools that you would use. A little bit of throwback. But the levels are all right. All right. Got some branching paths here. You can go up or down. I don't know what the apples do. I don't know what these aliens are doing either. I expect them to go. They can do some pushing too, but I guess you can't push these until you get strong. Maybe it's an upgrade or something. Checkpoint. Oh yeah, graph paper was game developers' best friend before, a lot of these tools really made it less necessary. The yarns do it. They do have different values. Those yarns, by the way. So when they're flashing, oh, I got killed. Did I mention I don't like heights? So we're in chapter 2. But what happens if I don't do anything? What does Bubsy do? He's ready to go? Look at him. Look at him. He's raring to go. He's Bubsy. That's right, Captain Ratio. Graph paper is the OG game developer tool. Hooked on my coffee. What a terrible way to die. Or maybe the best. Yeah, it was some BS gigs. Captain Rachel says, in the early days, you drew your sprites out on graph paper and manually converted it to data and put it in a data file, whereas values in assembler, yeah. It's funny you should mention that, Captain Ratio. This past holidays, I was asked what I would like for some of my stocking stuff, and I was like, well, I saw some really cool graph paper Commodore 64 books on Amazon, so I got one. I haven't done anything with it, but I think we should totally do that. I think we should graph out some sprites. Ooh, when we get the new Commodore? Oh, I ordered the new Commodore, so that should be here whenever that arrives. I think there was some small delay. Nothing big. Man, I have been drinking water like crazy today because I got a little dehydrated during my vacation because out of my routine, out of my poutine. And so I didn't drink water like I was supposed to. And so I've been down in it like crazy today. And I really got to pee. I might have to. Well, I'm going to first get choked. Now I got to pee. Boy, I'm out of practice. I should be a camel. I should be a camel. Look here, chapter 2. All right, I got to go. I can be right back. Be right back. Listen to Bubsy. Listen to that music. Stare at this guy. Woo! I'm back. Oh, yeah. Captain Kipper says. Oh, hi, everybody. He doesn't say that. That's what I say. Oh, hi, everybody. Captain Kipper says, my friend wrote the sprite designer built into the Super Snapshot cart. Super Snapshot cart for the C64. It was his first paying computer job. That is amazing, Captain Kipper. You know how many dreams I've had if I'd have been just a little bit older or more adventurous? Because I got my first experience with the Commodore 64 when I was about 8. So I by the time I really gotten to any place that I could do something with it, I was kind of, just not in the, it just wasn't meant to be. But that's awesome. Scott, thank you for not doing a Scott. What does Scott do? Does he go poop for an hour? Is that what he does? Be right back. I gotta poop. No, I think when I coughed, I think I realized I had to pee. And then once you started thinking about it, oh, bottle on stream. That's terrible. I hope not. I hope Scott never does that. Oh no, what is that? Some flying brains? There is an alien contingency. Oh, I missed it. I don't understand what the waterfalls are other than they had them in Sonic. So, oh, I can't swim. Oh, nice. Well, off screen. Oh my God. Just go to the bathroom. Don't do a bottle. Just go to the bathroom. If you're going to be off screen anyway, come on. Does he keep talking? That's terrible. Tell me he doesn't do that. Man, I'm so glad to be back. And one of the things I intentionally did not do this time around, lots of times I would take my vacation, I spend that time planning for, how I'm going to move forward with the stream and all of that. And then by the time I get back, I'm just exhausted. So I tried to do something different, something I don't do every day. That was the reason why I went with the craft stuff, like 3D printing, and I got that Cricut vinyl cutter. And but now that I'm back, I gotta start thinking about some stuff here, man. I'm energized, so I need to get a direction and run into it. Oh, not that direction, you big dummy. It does like a flying spaghetti monster, doesn't it? It's a brain, I believe. It's a brain. It's a brain. Oh, the ad just started, so that's a perfect time. So we're gonna do that. We're taking an ad break real quick, so let's just take a look real quick. I've got, so this is, let's take a look, 3D printer 2. So 3D printer, all right, so I have 3 printer cameras, but I can't stream the Bamboo Labs, which is kind of disappointing. But the Creality ones for the Ender, you can stream those. Number 1 is down, number 2 is up. And as you can tell, the plate is empty. I am going to install this other hot end. Oh, I just got it in today. And this thing, why is it? You really packed that thing in there. They didn't want to give you, there's this little grease there too. Let's put that little grease in there too. So this is the thermal hot end. This is the hot end with sensors and stuff. Let's take a look at this real quick. Want to learn stuff about some 3D printers real quick? Don't worry, I won't bore you with it, but I will give you a couple of little things that I've been doing. So this is like this is the extruder part. This is the end part to it. The filament comes out of there. Back, there it is. Comes out of there. This is a 0.5 millimeter nozzle. Why does it have it? Because it's so small? Yeah, you can't see it. You can't see it. It's so dang small. Here, let's use the rear cam. How about now? How about there we go? Look, a little better. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Little rubber grommet, rubber grommet. The filament goes into that end after it's heated. Goes down in there and it squeezes it out like a big old squeezy poop. Looks like these sort of kind of squeezy poops. I'll get the second printer going very soon, and we'll be able to see. We could run something we want to right now if we wanted to. We used to do that a lot. We used to run a 3D print while we were doing the streams and stuff. Yes, that's shallow depth of field, baby. Captain says almost bought a 3D printer, but they sold out online, and nearest store is 12-hour drive round trip. Captain Kipper, yikes. So Micro Center had a 3D printer sale over the weekend. My closest one is now 2 hours away. It was 3.5 to 4 hours away. So little closer, and they had the P1S. So they've Bamboo Labs. Is it Bamboo Labs or Lab? Bamboo Lab has 3 primary PLA bed slinger, essentially, except one is not. They're not bed slingers. They're not all bed slingers. One of them is XY. Anyway, it's the style you're usually used to seeing, right? And yeah, 3 levels. I got the A1, which is the entry level. There's a P1S, which is the middle level. And then there's the X1. Well, X1's like $1,000. It's too much. But the middle level is about $750, and they had it on sale for $699 or something like that. You know, I almost drove up there to get one, but I was like, nah. It's like, what am I going to do? I got this A1. Yeah, the A1 is $595 Canadian. Now, I'm assuming that is, now, is that with the AMS thing? So the AMS is the multicolored thing. Let's just take a look at why am I describing it when I could just show you. And I'll tell you, if you're starting 3D printing, don't go with the Ender like I did. You can go cheap if you want to. If you got to. Okay, let me do what you want. But I started with the Ender, and man, if you want to learn everything there is to know about 3D printer maintenance, then by all means, go get yourself an Ender because you'll learn everything you need to know, right? Because you'll be doing every process of maintenance on that thing you can think of. Bamboo Lab, on the other hand, is often used in schools and is meant for ease of use and operation. Most of the maintenance done on it are very simple, just unscrewing a couple of screws, tightening stuff, nothing major, and they hold your hand most of the way through. So now this is the 749 version. That's the combo. Yeah, so this is the PS1. That's not the one I have. Let's look at the XP A series. Okay, you can get the mini as well. Like if I was starting out, I didn't have a printer, and if I had to choose between an Ender and a mini, I think I would just go with the mini. It's a little smaller bed, but I mean, if you're just wanting to get print little things, little. But whenever anybody gets a 3D printer, first thing to do is print a whole bunch of flexi stuff. Print in place flexi stuff. You just print some cubes. You're like, oh, look, I made a cube. How did I do that? And then you start making these little flexible animals and stuff. And $249. That'll get you one of those little. That's probably about as cheap as one of these new Enders. And it's got a single filament. And then if you wanted to upgrade, you can get the, is this the combo? This is the combo. So this includes the AMS Lite, which gives you the opportunity to do 4 colors. So, I mean, $399. Even the Ender stuff is pretty close to that, right? So, I mean, yeah, it's pretty close, right, Captain? Prices are pretty close. And like I said, very easy to use. Now, the one I have is the full size. This is the entry-level full size. This is it's a little larger than what the Creality Ender series is, but there you go. And I got the one I'm looking at, or I have in my possession, is $500, and that comes with the 4 filament trade out, so you can do multiple color things, and that's a trick in itself too. Like printing single color, it's pretty easy. Printing multicolor, you really got to do some math. Because in between all these little poops here, these color poops, that's the stuff that the printer has to purge out to change colors. So if you have a lot of color changes on a layer and it's a small print, you may end up using a lot more purge material than you actually use material. Girls, I'm surprised at how low people sell their 3D prints. It's got a cute kitty for, yeah, you totally can, because I mean, if you 3 times mark up half this stuff, if you print out a whole bunch, if you get a lot of people would have like print farms, and that's what they do. They just got like tons of 3D printers, and they just run them constantly, just night and day, because they can run them overnight. You can fill a whole bed and just let them run. I'm sure people have also got some. I know there's I've seen people do like a little conveyor belt to pull stuff off. I mean, I've seen all kinds of tricks, but yeah. Before Tanko, can you make new filament with it? I've seen some people reuse this kind of stuff for support material. So there are some things you can do to recycle this and then use it for support material. And what that means is just that when you print something and you can't print into can't just print if there's nothing for it to land on, you can't just print something out where there's nothing at. So you have to have supports that kind of hold it up. And that was one of the first things I had to learn for 3D printing. Because you're like, why did it fail? Because you're just trying to print in air, man. You can't just start printing in air. So yeah. I got less. That's why for my retro stuff, most of my retro stuff, or things that need to be durable, like a planter, and my 3D stands and that kind of stuff. PLA all the way, baby. or PETG or whatever your preferred type of filament is. But then for like really fine detail in collectibles and things that are going to sit on a shelf and you hope you don't drop, get that resin, baby. I have a 3D pen as well. I'm no good at it. It looks, whenever everything I do with the 3D pen looks like these little poops. Yeah. Printing out the edge shape. That's right. Printing out air or adding too much weight on top of warm, flexible plastic. Yeah, there are more and more vendors at craft shows lately for people trying to figure out ways to stand out. I think it's a good, for me, in my operation, it's a good enhancement to things I'm already doing. So like Audra makes candles, and in some cases, you know, a PETG will do the job for like candle holding and stuff. It's the core kind of candle it is. Y'all consider the wick size and the temp. We know all this stuff. We've done all the math. We've done all the math and all the research. But yeah, not gonna get, and yeah, I wish, and that's, yeah, I need one. You got one, the Wraith? Lots of dice towers, man. Yeah, no, that's like one of the first things people do is they print out those dice towers and stuff, man. I don't think I have one. I don't have any dice towers. I have not a single dice tower. I know people do it though. There's a natural progression on what you print on a 3D printer when you get one. Yeah, I mean, you're like, oh, look, no one's followed this path. Yeah, everyone does the same things. They print the same things and they start out. And then one of two things happens. This is what I typically find with people who get 3D printers. When you first get a 3D printer, you really put the work into it. Sometimes it prints right out of the box. Sometimes not. But you put all that effort into it. And then it's just like everything else that is used a lot that is mechanical. Like if you have a lawnmower, we all have a lawnmower probably, right? Or some type of yard equipment or something similar to that, perhaps. Maybe I'm stupid, maybe we don't. But you know, you're not shocked when you got to put a new spark plug on your lawnmower. You're not shocked when you got to put some more oil in it. You're not shocked when you got to put a new belt on it. The people with 3D printers are like, well, I don't get it. It stopped working. Well, have you done any maintenance on it? No. So typically what happens is people either get bored because they don't know what they want to print. It's very exciting when you first get a printer. It's like, I made that. It just appeared. And then like about 2 months later, they go like, I got to do more work on this to make it do like it was doing when I first got it. Well, that's crap. Or they just don't know anything else to print. People give me so much filament. We had a 3D printer. We sold it. And now I have this filament. Here you go. Back to work, Cap Kipper. Captain says, Forte Girl says, taking your guard. Because the lawnmower thing, you got to cut the grass or the HUD will come get you. Or whatever it is. The HOA. Forte Girl says, I use my silhouette every 3 months or so. Not something you use every day. Yeah. Oh, dude, the Wraith. Like, 3D printers are the start of the replicator, right? It's the start. All right, so here it is, Bubsy 2. We got a graphics upgrade. Look at this. This is nice. Get a cavalcade of our enemies here. Got a little more voice work. The Hindenburg. All right. This is the Sega Genesis version, I believe. All right, so how do you start this game? Oh, here we go. This is what I don't understand. I started doing these yesterday. And you got your east wing and your west wing. I have no idea what none of that means. We should probably look at the manual. Zambies, like mummy zambies. All right, let's look at the game manual here real quick. Oh, that is a nice. Look at that. That is a genuine scan of an old school manual. Look at that. Look at those creases. That is sexy. All right, so here's another cartoon of the comic. Is the first Bubsy had. I'm not going to read it here. You can read it at home at your own pace, but boy, it's a real upgrade. I'm telling you, man, the graphics have really improved. Look at that. Yeah. I don't know. I thought that might give me a little hint about the East and West Wing without me having to read the whole comic, but maybe not. Options of the game. To complete the game in a victorious manner, you must reach and then defeat Oink P. Ham. To locate Oinker, travel through all the levels of the selected tour in the oh my God, Amazatorium, making sure to tag the end of level markers. What the? Okay. Large red marbles in each world. Then all levels are complete. The boss door open that leads you to the Oinker. The Mazatorium has 3 floors and 2 wings, east and west. Choosing one wing or the other will affect which sections you will venture through. Each wing is different, complete with its own challenges. To put it technically, it's like having two Amazatoriums in one. The number of levels seen in the Mazatorium will depend on the type of tour you choose. Each tour increases with difficulty, ranging from the first floor tour is the mildest to the grand tour. This seems overly complicated for no reason at all. Do love the artwork, though. Make sure the power switch is off. Bubsy controls. We got your moving around buttons, A, B, and C's. Change the selected mode. Okay, so items you can use. Jump. Glide. Okay. Rocket and biplane controls. We got vehicles in this one? All right. Additional controls. Mini games. All right, so the East and West Wing is just like saying, okay, you're going to have 2 experiences here, right? Because it's Bubsy 2. It's Bubsy 2. Get it? Because there's 2 ways. Ugh, I hate it. It's fine. It's fine. It's good. It's good, dadgummit. Bubsy. Oh, he's got a nice little logo now. Logo, excuse me. Got a little nice little jingle. Personality. All right, now that we know what we're doing. Selected the West Wing first by default. So let's go that way. Let's see what easy does. Let's see what easy does first. And then we'll go hard just to see what the difference is. He's a trained professional. Get it? Definitely a graphics upgrade. More indoor. Okay, we got selectables here. Looks like we're going to go to Egypt. Oh, so these are kind of a little different adventures here. We get to be a pirate. Okay, we got snakes there. And this looks like this is Crusader-like. Okay, so we're going through time, essentially. All right. Sphinx, pirates. Drummer boy? Got us some planes. Oh, a haunted house. Or is it just a dragon? What is it? I don't know. Okay, we got to unlock that one. Oh, hi, Monkey Bananas. Oh, okay, we can go into this one. All right, so we go into this one. So this maybe took a little bit from... what am I thinking of? Ah! Oh, that hurt. Oh, I want that bag. I want the baggie. Oh, where'd Oh. Oh, I don't like... I hate foreground stuff. Oh, I'm not a fan of that kind of stuff. So we can jump higher? Ah, okay, there we go. All right. Ah, I say. Okay, interesting, but you can't. Oh, okay. Because 2 types of jumps. Oh, I can get on top of this guy. Okay. Oh, then I hit my head. Ah, come on, man. There we go. Got him. Now who's the Bubsy? What was the point behind that? I don't see any point. All right. Ooh, what's this? Oh, is that like a gun? Oh, dag. Okay, I like the death thing. I'm kind of liking this one better so far. Did I lose my whatever it was I collected? Get burnt to a crispy. Aw, where did the thing go? Did I... Yeah, I guess I just lost it. Okay. Oh, that's a bummer. Died by a butterfly. What is that? Did I see something float down there? Maybe not. No, it's that butterfly again. Oh, there's a whole bunch of them. Oh, they're turning into flames. Oh, look out. Ah! Oh, no. I don't like those guys. Oh, my gosh. Oh, got killed by the billy goat. The billy goat scruff. I didn't lose my marbles, though. You keep your marbles. That's interesting. I did lose the... Oh. What are those? Flying penguins? What is it? Am I supposed to collect these? Or okay. There's a pig, and it says no Bubsies on his shirt. You don't have to really fight these guys? There we go. Oh. That says number 2. There must be more switches. Uh-oh. All right, fair enough. Fair enough. It is a little more difficult than the first one. I like the music better, too. What about this butterfly's coming again? Do I still have that run? Yeah, I still run, just not as fast. Warforged, this is Bubsy 2. All right. Oh, okay, so once you unlock that, it's unlocked. Can I make it? Oh no, I don't get back over. All right, looks like we need to start over. Mistakes were made. A lot of mistakes. This is the Genesis version. I think let's take a look. So I believe this one, Bubsy 2, came out on the Genesis, the SNES, and the Game Boy. The first one, Bubsy and Claw's Encounters of the Furred Kind, was for the SNES and the Genesis version. We have not looked at any of the Genesis, I mean the Sega. We have not looked at any of the SNES versions. We've looked at only the Genesis versions. Oh, you know what? I'm like, how do we not know this is the Genesis versions? Because you guys aren't looking at what I'm looking at, which is this. Obviously, the Genesis version. Because it's got the little things on it. Oh, wait a minute. How did I get... That's weird. Can we just... Okay. Stupid butterflies. Oh, dadgummit! I heard this game could be rage-inducing. I am inducing some rage right now. Anybody else feeling rage? Oh my gosh, why? All right, there we go. All right. Move out of the way, you big turd bucket. Rage! Oh, here we go. I don't know where this goes to, but I'm going. I like the character designs. They're pretty fun. A little mini game. All right. What is this? Oh, it's a frog. I love that. Look at that frog. Oh, so it's complicated Frogger? Oh, I'm doing the... I see. I see. Okay, so I'm blowing the frogs up. I actually really like the look of this. Can I make it? Oh, come on, did I catch it? All right, I got one that time. I finally got one. I like the little animation. This is kind of cute. Two Dorks TV, what is up, my friend? Oh, did she really? You loved this game as a kid. My mom drew an exclamation point on a shirt for me to pretend I was Bubsy. That is awesome. Hey, was that the first Bubsy or is it this one? I was not having fun on the first one. This one's kind of goofy, but I like it. I like the moment-to-moment gameplay. I don't know what the crap I'm doing. Oh, that's unfair. That's unfair. I got hit when I came out of the warp. I don't care for that. What is this, Quake? Uh-oh. Oh, I got that guy. Okay. How am I supposed to get back over here? Do I have to go back? All right. I think that's a shout out to our good friend, Two Dorks TV. Oh, man. There we go. Got him. Got him. Yeah, if you're not over there following Two Dorks TV, you really should. I think the last time I hung out with you guys was that for like one of the extra life thing? Oh, come on. Come on, man. Come on, Bubsy. Be a Bubsy bub. How do you get up there? Oh, infuriating. Yeah. Toys for Tots. That was it. It was a charity thing. I knew it was a charity thing. Yeah, this one's hard. The first one was like terribly easy. This is pretty difficult. Okay, let me see. Jump high and then float. Jump high. And okay, there we go. All right. Can I run? All right. Oh, dadgummit! Why? Look. I don't usually get mad about games, but dude. Now, they didn't do anything special in the first one. The Genesis version was exactly the same as the SNES version. Was there I think this is the one you get with the Perfect Collection, which comes out tomorrow, unless you're living somewhere in the future, which you've already talked to somebody earlier. Yeah, I would like to get to Dragon Con next year, so I wanted to go this year, and I got invited by my good friend Alan. He had a room and everything, and I was going to try to make it down that weekend. I wasn't 100% sure I was going to make it because I had a lot going on the first part of my vacation. And but I was hoping I could make it down like on a Saturday or Sunday, but then we went and rescued a cat, and I pulled a muscle in my leg, and so I wasn't able to come down. I've been trying to call Alan ever since, but he's not answering my phone calls, so I'm assuming he's mad at me. You said you might come down. I know. This is different. We didn't have... That's not the way it looked on the other. Okay, so there is a little bit of difference between the...
Who wrote this stuff?
There's a difference between... We were playing the easy. I forgot about that. We picked easy. All right, let's try to go back to the same area. What did we pick? We didn't pick drones. We picked the castle. The witch castle, right? Is that what I picked? I think so. But yeah, my next year, I'm going to try to make it to... Nerdtacular is priority one. Colors look brighter on this one. Yeah, but I'm going to try to make it to Nerdtacular. Oh man, the color palette's so much brighter on this one, man. Okay, I want this. I don't want to die this time. I want to be able to use this gun. There we go. Yeah, now we're talking. Oh, he runs faster too. Okay. Yeah, this is a much better experience here. Yeah, TV's Travis. Did you run into Alan while you were there? Have I ever introduced you to Alan? You're gonna bring your whole family? That's a good plan. I thought about it if my whole family would go. Think would do it. Okay, you can't shoot up. All right. Oh, okay. I think we end up using all these before I get to him. Oh, I did shoot that one guy. Stupid pigs. Be more funny. Oh, where are these things? Do I need to collect these? Down to 3. Okay, that switch would get me in trouble if I hit that. I'm not ready to hit that yet. We're collecting cards? Ah, shoot! And shucky darn. I was telling Audra about Utah, and I was like, we got to go to Utah just to nerd tech. I was like, I don't want to go over there. I was like, well, I just need to go just for when we can go somewhere, for fun. I'm like, well, yeah, okay. Geez, settle down. That's like you can keep your gun, though. Too bad I only got 1 bullet left. Well, I got 1 bullet left. Oh, no, what happened? Well, oh, what is going on? Why do I have a cheeseburger on me? What is this? Oh, he's keeping from jumping. What the crap was that? Oh, I died again. Son of a butthole. I think she would too. TV's Travis. I don't think she likes going to those things with me because I have a lot of commitments when I go to Dragon Con and Nerdtacular and those kind of things. I can't just hang out in one spot for too long. I got, I've got duties. Got the duties. So, I think she gets bored. I think she gets bored. I can't blame her. We run fast. Can we? Oh, we cannot. Yeah, you gotta mingle. You gotta mingle. See, the problem is she's not really a nerd like... She's not like the kind of nerd we are. She's not like science fiction, fantasy kind of nerd. She does have some... She does like some fantasy stuff, like the Labyrinth and that kind of thing. But she's not heavy into fantasy. She's just got like a few fantasy type things. She likes that. And how many times do I have to bounce on these guys to kill them? Jeez. She's not like into board games or video games or none of that kind of stuff. Yeah, I'm always telling her there's lots of artists there, like craft stuff. I'm like, this may be my favorite part of the whole game. The stupid, weird Frogger jump thing. I don't know what the crap it is. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing here. Am I just trying to collect as many points as possible? Hey, what happened to Bubs? Oh, he's going. He's getting further away. Wait. Oh, am I doing that? Oh. I didn't realize that I was doing that. Okay. Oh, now I get it. Oh, that's okay. I didn't get that. I didn't get he was over there. Ah, okay. Oh, I missed it. Can I get it? Can I get it? Oh, I missed it. Okay. Interesting. It was Possum, you say? Possum. At Team S Vegas this year, there were at least 2 different art crafts tables going on during board game time. Very nice. Tudork said, I brought so much art at Dragon Con this year. Probably too much. Right? Tank Girl says, I'm more artist than nerd. See, I think you and Audrey have a great time hanging out. Of course, me and you too. We already know we like hanging out, so I think she would like that. I think she would like that. No. Tank Girl says, I like the 3D pen TMS they made. What? Tell that to my bank account. It says Two Dorks TV talking to Travis. Never too much. I like this, but how is that the easy level? I did not see it before, Tank Girl. I'll check it out. Check it out. Yeah, this color scheme is way better. Let's drop back over to the Genesis version. That Genesis version was crap. Nah, because it's the world's Steam. I wonder if that's a better version. Let me take. Oh, let's look at the. So that was the Steam version. I wonder if the original version. Oh man, what? Chicken butt. Oh, got yours. George Stevens said, talking about the pin. And mine on the fridge. Sloppy, but also somehow perfect.
Bubsy, 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 Bobcat.
Bubsy, Bobcat. Is this darker? Play for points. Play for points, fellas. Let's all play for some points. Let's get in here and get some points. I don't understand what the difference is.
That's it.
Is the... Looks like it's still got the... Okay, so it's still got the same themes. And I guess... Oh, but of course I'm also playing like the fourth world.
Another swine mess.
Look at that kangaroo coming at you with those feet. I think maybe that's the problem. Maybe I should play the... Of course, I'm an idiot. All right, let's play this. Oh, dope. Give me some Chivos. Sega. Cult of personality. The colors are maybe richer. It seems darker. Is that just my imagination? I think this is my imagination. I like the other one better. Did the other one have selections? It's definitely darker. Okay, so I'm not crazy. I mean, I'm crazy, but not because of that. I get no audio. It does not start up until you get to here. So it's this 2 meg card. It was like, we don't want to waste it here. I think I've lost my sound. Restart this thing. Let me restart it. Man, it's good to be back from vacation. Thank you guys for being patient with me and allowing me to take a week off and just chill out. Got to working with some of my 3D printer stuff, which I haven't looked in a while. I had to get my resin printer set back up, all cleaned up and ready to go. Got 3D printers set up, also ready to go. Got that new Bamboo Lab A1 with the AMS, Automated Multi-System. Automated Color Multicolor System? What does that stand for? Automated Maker System? I don't know. Also finally hooked up my Cricut vinyl cutter, which is what I'll use it for. It does other things too. It's the Explorer Air 2, which means it does Bluetooth, I suppose. So I've been running it from the app, and I've heard from plenty of you guys on the Discord server about, you got the wrong one, you got to do this. And I'm like, cool, this was free. This was free, guys. I'm gonna use this until free ain't cutting it. Till free ain't cutting it. TV Travis says, I really want a bamboo printer. This past weekend, Micro Center had a pretty good 3D printer sale. I almost went up there and got the P1S. But I was like, come on, Brian. Come on, bruh. I think that's what I said. Come on, bruh. Come on now. Why is it not? Oh, okay, there it goes. Let's say it's not pairing now. Bubsy. Was there an easy selection? Or I can't remember. All right. Tank Girl says, I just sent you some files on Discord Messenger. Let me know if those work. Oh, I will. Oh, I will indeed. Don't think I won't. But yeah, we got that. Yeah, I like it. There's kind of a little joke or among 3D people who use 3D printers. What kind of printer do you want? Do you want? It's not really a joke. I guess it's a anecdote. I don't know. Anyway, people say, "Hey, I don't want to learn to be an expert on printer maintenance. Essentially, I want to really focus my attention on creating things for the 3D printer and then printing them out." And all my experiences before has been really heavy on the other, where I have to do a lot of printer maintenance. This Bamboo's been pretty light on the maintenance, pretty simple stuff. Otherwise, it just simply works. Two Dork says, I think I have my wife talked into a Bamboo. They're $500 for the 4-color. It's just a good deal. It's a darn good deal. $500 for the 4-filament automated. It's a good deal. It's a solid printer too. Very little to do. Lord, what's going on? What's going on, Lord Leon? Bubsy, that game that revived before Rayman, Crash Bandicoot, Mega Man, and Spyro the Dragon. And they got a new one coming out tomorrow. What do you think about that? Gonna play the new Bubsy installment? I am. So they got the retro collection coming out tomorrow. Then they're gonna have the Bubsy 4D, which I'm not as excited about the 4D version. It didn't look that good. And I don't know, just also understand why I keep losing my audio in this Genesis version. What is going on here? I don't get it. Let's start the game. Let's just see if it. Let's start over here. This supposedly will be the easiest one, right? Yeah, they had a little sale at the Micro Center on some of those Bamboo things, other 3D printers too, but that was one I was looking for. Two Dork CV says they gonna see what deal Black Fridays bring later this year. Give us time to get the makerspace all figured out, right? Since this is like my fifth, well, I've had other printers too, but I still have 4 other 3D printers in operation. For somebody who's not running a business, I sure have a lot of 3D printers. Nobody's not running a business for 3D printing. That part of the business is still is hobby. It's mostly for there's no profitability in it, just printing out retro stands for my other stuff that I do. So why is he jumping so fast? I thought I picked easy again. TV Travis said, I thought my 2 was a lot. Well, there are only two of them are PLA, and the other 2 are resin. I mean, you got to have those. Yeah. If you're doing stuff, that's always the question too. It's like, oh, I want to get in 3D printing. What should I do? Should I get the filament, or should I get, or should I get a resin? And I'm like, if you want something that's going to print strong, durable things that are going to be utilitarian, you probably want a filament printer. Do some PLA, strong, easy, fast, not perfect, has lines in it, but you can do some cosplay stuff with it. Like if you're wanting to make some costume stuff, you can, throw some Bondo or wood putty or whatever and make the lines disappear, make it really smooth and paint it out and everything. It's good structural stuff. And then the resin printers are really good at making little models and things. Really cool models, really, really high detail stuff. So if you're like wanting to make little models for your whatever, for your shelf or games or whatever, they're great. The FDM printers are really easy to maintain. The resin printers are kind of messy. Chemicals. One's a real chemical process. The other one's a solid to a liquid, basically, or not really a liquid, a gel. Gel. Lord Leon says, I'm surprised that their trilogy has much more love than the 3D Mario Brothers trilogy and the Sonic trilogy. It's really interesting. People are very, I find Bubsy fans to be very intriguing. I think a lot of it has to do with nostalgia. He was very much a cat with an attitude, bobcat with an attitude for platforming during the time, and just but not too attitude. You know, he wasn't like Bonkers. Bonkers, is that right? Bonkers Bad Fur Day. He wasn't like adult humor. He was more like Warner Brothers kind of humor, but with a little attitude. So yeah, I can see it. Yep, James Travis is exactly why I had the two. The race says you need two of each for when one of them breaks down, and that's actually how I got the ones I have, the Wraith. So inevitably one will break down. I have to wait for parts or whatever, and a lot of times it takes longer for the parts to get here than just ordering a new one. So that's how I got those Elegoo Mars printers. Whenever I needed a new part for one of them, the other one was on sale, and I was like, ugh, I can buy the one on sale for about the price of the parts. And so I did that, and then I waited around, and I found some parts for the other ones, so then I have two. The FTM printers are the same way. I had the Ender 3 version 3s. The first one I had like a clog, and the part was going to take like a couple of months to get here, and had a big sale on them. And I was like, well, I might as well just order another one, and I can use it until I get my part in. I'll sell it if I want to. And I'm like, so yeah, that's how I got all those. Yeah, what is up? Thank you for the sub to Dorks TV. Welcome on in. Just in time too. The ad break starts in about 3 minutes, so good job. We enjoy your ad-free viewing, and thank you so much. Lord Leon says, and what surprises me the most is that Bubsy tried to compete against Mario and Sonic. That is the greatest representatives of platform games it was. And it was specifically, the first one was designed specifically as a very much a Sonic clone. There was research that they did to do the, you know, they wanted to compete with Sonic. And so very much that, but it's a Bobcat. This is Bubsy 3D for the PS1. Let's check it out real quick. Captain Kipper says resin printers require a lot of maintenance. The screen wear out at about 1,000 prints. Yeah, and you got to be real careful with the resin, and it can be messy if you don't have your space set up well. And even then, it can be a little messy, and you got to wear gloves. It's not like FDM printer where you just press the button, run away. You gotta pay attention. Or you end up with a sock full of resin. Get it off. And I like this. So Bubsy is an interesting story all around. So the first one, was just basically a clone of Sonic with a little Mario stuff thrown in. But he had pretty good success. It wasn't critically acclaimed or anything during that first release. It's just a platformer that did okay. It was fine. Skewed a little young, which is fine because some of the platformers could be a little tough. So why not? You got a Genesis or a SNES. Throw it on there and let the kids have a good time. And then Bubsy 2, I don't know what was going on with that one. That thing is inconsistent, but also kind of good in parts. And then this thing. They started development on this before there were really any proper 3D platformers out there. No one to copy. Right in the middle of development, they end up getting a good look at that Mario for the Ultra 64, the N64, and they said, oh, shoot. What we made is terrible. And so they just did the best they could and got it out there. I think Scott hates this one. It's pretty rough. I mean, if you don't have Mario to fall on for how to do platformers properly early on, you might end up something like this. All right, we're going into an ad real quick, so we're gonna take a break to do other things and talk about other things. So we're gonna pop right back into this when those non subscribers get back over on Twitch. Meanwhile, yeah, Yeah, Lord Leon. So yeah, this was this Bubsy 3D game that has tank controls and it more seems like an abstract. It's like a tech demo is what it really feels like. Saw some stuff in the developers. It's kind of got. It's an interesting thing though. Kind of reminds me of some of those early. I do like that though. That's pretty cool. Oh, I like this little screen. This is cool. Oh, that was pretty neat. I like this little idle screen. Pre-rendered 3D. Like it. It's not bad. Not bad. Oh, you'll definitely suffer because of the controls. Yeah, this is a terrible idea to have a platformer with tank controls. But that's what we were doing with 3D at the time. We used tank controls. It worked somewhat in like the horror genre because having wonky physics can increase the tension in those types of games, but in a platformer, you don't want that. You don't want that. Nobody wants that. All right, back to the 3D printer discussion. And also, what you guys were talking. So I've. All right, sell me on the other parts of this Cricut thing. I've got a cutter essentially. If I was calling it like a vinyl printer because that's really all I was using it for. Is printing out, doing some vinyl stickers and stuff. It's the Cricut. Air Explorer 2 or something like that, or Air Explorer 2. It's got the Bluetooth connection, but I don't see the full potential. Like the 3D printer, I've done all kinds of stuff with it. And I think I've explored most cases of what I can use a 3D printer for, resin and FDM. But the Cricut thing, I just don't quite get it other than to make stickers. But I know there's like a pen attachment on the one I have. And of course, it's a regular cutter. It can do cardboard. Yeah, I'm just like, my imagination's just not big enough, maybe? Yeah, and we need to get paper mache. Me and Before Tinker, I've got some Halloween repairs I need to do on some really cool. Let's look at that actually real quick. So we have like some Halloween's coming up. And as makers, which I think some of us are, streamers and makers, we make stuff. Crafty. We're crafty. Halloween. So you got to get ready, about a month ahead. It's like you can't just go to the store and get your stuff. You got to make stuff. And so we started getting some of our Halloween stuff out, taking a look at it. And one of the things we have is this paper mache style cat. And it's that retro looking, let me get my stuff pulled up here. It's that retro looking style, right? Okay, so here we go. So this is vintage Halloween is what I should have called it. Vintage. So let me take a look. I found one earlier that was kind of what I have. It must put in a different search term because I'm not seeing. Oh, wait, here he is. All right, so this is kind of what I have, and we pulled them out, and I don't think it's this exact one, but it's something similar to this. I think mine had like a top hat, and one of his arms is gone. And at first I was like, "Oh, is that wood?" I'm like, "No, that feels like paper. I think that might be paper mache." And sure enough, it's paper mache. So I've got to do some repairs. I can't find his arm. Can't find the arms. I want to make a mask too. Yeah. So now I'm like digging through all this stuff. I'm like, oh, I want to make that. I want to make that. I want to make one of those. And I want to make one of those. I'm going to make all the things. I'm going to look up. It's going to be Christmas. What is this one? Look at that one. Is that 3D printed? No, that's vintage. Okay. Halloween cat bowl. Woo. Capkeeper says tissue paper and white glue. Yeah. I haven't done paper mache since like I was in school, and even then I don't know if we did it right. I mean, I spent most of my time peeling off Elmer's glue skin off my hand. Lord Leon says Bubsy is based on a wildcat, if you were wondering. Yeah, I think it's like a bobcat wildcat thing, right? And I think they didn't understand that because when they released in Japan, just has a different title, right? They don't, let's call it like a mountain lion maybe or something. Because bobcat's not native to Japan. But interesting. Wildcats. Go Wildcats. That was our school mascots, by the way. Go Wildcats. Yeah, go Wildcats. All right, I believe our people are back. We were talking about a little paper mache and some other crafty things we're doing this holiday season. But we're back for some more Bubsy. Make a mask, Brian, says Avian. Oh, you got to take a walk? Great. Awesome. Make a box for the kitten. Ooh, is that something you can do? Capkeeper Sammy the race says, don't freak out your new cat with that. I think he's going to fit right in. I think he's going to like it. I'm going to get the cat on screen one day soon. Make a robot arm. Might need some armature wire. I was actually thinking about that. I looked at some things that people were making. I saw a couple of things people were making with it. And I think some people were using, you know, like found items. I love some of these. So the best part of this whole Bubsy 3D is these little idle animation things. But yeah, I noticed like some people were using like 3D printers to print some forms underneath it. So like instead of getting the armature wire, or you know, they were using. I see people also just use masking tape and ball it up, and then use that as a rigid structure underneath the paper mache. All right, before I take girl, good. Yeah, I'm gonna look at what you sent me, and I'm gonna hit you up later. Capkeeper says the rare tailless Japanese mountain lions. Yeah, 75 Sector 7 here. What's up, Sector 7? 75% of all school mascots are Wildcats. Go Wildcats! Wolverines! Pipe cleaners are probably good too. Lord Leon says Halloween is almost here, and after November comes December, and on the 25th, Christmas, and then New Year's is coming too fast. Ah, bald aluminum foil is a good base. Interesting. Can I chew it? Can I take it and chew it? I think it's a great idea. I think it's a grand idea. Here we go. Let's play some Bubsy 3D. All right, look at this. Oh, I have all the silver fillings, right? All right, so that's pretty cool. So, Bubsy tank controls. All right, that's fine. It's kind of cute, though. I like the rendering. Remember, this is a PS1 game, so early PS1 game. Look how that looks. Oh, that is horrible to try to figure out where you're at. All right, so it's showing me the arrow.
An arrow.
Okay.
Aren't these game designers wonderful? Giving you a guidepost to help you find your way. How convenient.
Excellent. And since it is CD based, we're getting all these new voice acting that we didn't get before, so that's interesting. Nothing better than having a smack talking cat than getting.
What would a platform game be without platforms?
There you go.
I wonder if there's any extra lives up there.
All right, there we go. Oh, this is difficult. Oh, all right. I don't think this is meant to be played with the analog stick, which it's allowing me to do it only because the emulation allows me to do it. I don't think you would have had analog support when this was released for the PS1. And I do think it actually controls better since it's a tank game. I think it does control better with the D-pad. No, your D-pad. I kind of like the retro aesthetic of. I kind of like it. It's horrible to control, but man, does this feel of its time. I mean, I feel like somebody made a new game and they wanted it to look like old games. Does that make sense? Am I making sense right now? I mean, it looks fine, but the controls look horrible. The controls are terrible. Dork says, did the devs play this? Did they even play it? It's funny. I started talking about it earlier, but yeah, they the developers were right. You know, they didn't have any template, right? They seen a lot of tech demos of 3D platforming games, but there was no de facto 3D platforming game yet. In the middle of developing this, they did get a good look at, you know, Mario 64, but they were already almost finished with their game by that point, and they realized they were in big trouble. Right, trying to finish this with 100% would be just, yeah, loathing right there. Yeah, this is finished. Yeah, this is finished. That's what they did. They were like, what's the point? Let's just get it out there as quick as possible. And I think they did. I still think they didn't make it out until afterwards. It is very much like a tech demo. This one is a much hated Bubsy game. I think if you take your time, I think it's kind of cozy. If you're not actually trying to, I like the fact there's no timer. The first ones had timers. So, you know, I kind of like the sparseness of it too. Music is fun. Two Dorks confirms it works as a POC, but I couldn't see paying full price. No, man. Well, I don't know. I mean, the previous Bubsies kind of came out. Like the second Bubsy, I think, came out like 4 months after the first one or something crazy. Or maybe that was the Jaguar version. One of them came out really close to like one of the other releases. I mean, you really didn't have a lot of things to compare it to at the time, right? So I think it's fun. When I say fun, I mean lighthearted. I don't mean gameplay. It's fun. Cozy fun. Absolutely. Stigma, what is going on? I can see this game coming on a CD with a game magazine. We should talk about that for a second too. Bubsy's origin actually is not that far from the Chester Cheetah game. Remember that thing? So they were trying to find a mascot for their game to compete with like Sonic the Hedgehog. And one of the discussions they had was to license the Chester Cheetah. And he was another mascot that was doing really good. But not in the video game industry, right? So he spent all this money to get this character running. So anyway, they decided not to go with the Chester Cheetah. They decided to create their own original idea, Bubsy, which is good because they've done a lot with it. Captain mascot games, there are a lot of these, so many. Absolutely. Dadless makes a good point. At least the devs have figured out that a shadow is 100% required for a 3D platformer. Exactly. Because you don't know where it's at. But I kind of find the camera kind of interesting. It's kind of an interesting solution. It's not a great, elegant solution. But whenever I jump, you know, it kind of, the camera has like a little follow behind. It's kind of bouncy. The raid, go to bed. Go to bed. Thanks for hanging out tonight. It's good to be back. Yeah, no one's gonna argue this is a good game. I mean, most of the components of a game are here. We got arrows that point us in the direction we need to go. We got an environment. Got a character. What am I supposed to do here? Am I supposed to take off? Did I take off? No, I died. Two dorks, thank you for stopping by, my friend. Thank you for the subs. Subs, thank you for the foot long. I'm not far behind everybody. I probably gotta cut out at about 9 myself. 9 my time, which is about 5 minutes. Cool your jets. Oh no, they hit me right in the face. Before we do that, though, I do want to at least take one more look at that. I don't know if you guys are around for the Jaguar version. Let's fire up the Mister, because did I have the Jaguar? The Jaguar on my Atari VCS is not very good, but I think it's probably because of the configuration. Just really haven't looked at it. I did set up the Jaguar version on my Mister FPGA. So let's see if we can get over there. Oh. Let's see if we can see it first thing, if we can remember what the freaking which channel is on. Not that one. Ah, there it is. There's the channel. All right. The Jaguar was cool, but too late. Too late. Stigma says this game walk so others could run. Yeah, stumbled in rough direction. I like that. That's pretty good. All right, let's take a look here. There that is. Let's go to, no, it's not a computer, Brian. It's a console. It's Atari. I think they just did a for the Jaguar. Single RAM. I don't know. Last time I updated, I might should have updated this again. See if I have it in here. Jaguar. That's what it says. It says Jaguar. Rawr. Now I'm not sure if I actually finished setting it up. Now I'm not even 100% sure. Let's get our keyboard. Careful. Go. Let's see here. Ah, there it is. I did load it up. I thought I did. Oh, yeah, much better. Yeah, the other one was like lagging behind bad. Have you played Atari today? Have you played Atari today? No. Like those wind type vocals. In Fractured Furry Tales, Bubsy 2, Bubsy and the Bubsy characters are trademarks. Mad Fred. Hope this doesn't take any weird.
Oh, sure. Let's all torch the Bubster.
I like the voice work. That's a little bit better than the other ones. Thank you so much. I'm going to crank it up a little bit. Okay, our timer is back. Okay. All right. So we got 2 buttons. Oh, we got some Alice in Wonderland themed stuff here. So I guess that's the furry land. Yeah, the controllers, I think they just use the basic stuff. I think I only use 2 buttons here, like Bubsy 1 and 2. We're collecting the balls here. There's a rabbit who's got places to be. All right. Got our little spinning. Oh, got some chocolate chip. Uh-oh. Go ask Alice.
Let's all torch the Bubster.
I do like that, though. He doesn't float as much as the other version, though. That's interesting. Let's start with 9 lives. Okay, we got a punk rock flamingo. Oh, and you just touched me and I'm dead. Oh, I don't like the collision system.
Sure, let's all torch the Bubster.
I don't like the collision system at all. All right. It's very cartoony. Creepy demon eyeballs. Yeah, they kind of do, don't they? I wonder what they're supposed to be. Looks like our little shirt or something. Don't step on the butter. Cookie. I wouldn't have thought. I would not have thought that a cookie would hurt you. Okay, a little repetitive. Seems like the same stuff over and over again. Not too uncommon. Why is that snake wearing sunglasses? Because he's cool. Everybody's cool so far. Aw, man. Aw, man. He just touched me.
Oh, sure, let's all torch the Bubster.
I wear my snake glasses at night. Yeah, you got a little run here, too. Look how he'll do the same little run. Yep. Oh, it does seem to be killing the creatures as I go along, maybe? So once you destroy them, they stay gone? Okay. Oh, no. Oh, come on. I don't want to go ask Alice.
Sure, let's all torch the Bubster.
Don't step on the snake. Oh, come on.
Oh, sure, let's all torch the Bubster.
For some reason, he kind of reminds me of a character like in Family Guy or something. No, it reminds me of American Dad. What's his name? The kid.
Oh, sure, let's all torch the Bubster.
What's the kid's name in American Dad? Dad's name is Stanley, right? Is that right? Whiplashed. Yeah, yes. It's still, yeah. I mean, if you have an Atari Jaguar, I guess there could be worse games to have. Pretty advanced for the... Oh, come on! There was Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
Let's all torch the Bubster.
Stan. What's his son's name, though? Okay, got her at that time. Ah! Oh, come on. It's touching the balloon kills you?
Oh, sure, let's all torch
99 red loft balloons. Maybe running keeps them from spawning. I think that's what's going on. Ah!
Oh, I'm history.
Game over. Okay. Bubsy is back in the hands of Atari. Be sure to pick up the new Perfect Collection. Should be dropping tomorrow. We'll talk about it on the Play Retro show as well. It's good to be back. It's good to be back. Now I just need to make a good plan. Because like I said, I didn't do anything towards retro or streaming last week other than to set up my 3D printers and do a lot of work around the house. And hanging out and reading books. I finished, too bad Ten Girls already left. I finished the first book in the Dungeon Crawler Carl series. And I'm hooked. I need to get the next 6. Let's get on it. Dinnaman. Hey, Dallas, thank you for hanging out tonight. Captain Kipper, what's up? Puppy Kitten Trout says, thanks to the Bubsy. Have a fantastic evening. You too, Puppy Kitten Trout. Two Dorks TV gave us a resub for the Prime. Thank you so much. Warp Forge resub with Prime for 9 months. Thank you very much. Zach in Utah gave out a community sub, being a hero. Shay kicked us off. No, it was Taz, and Shay actually kicked us off pretty quick there earlier tonight. And they've both been subscribed for about 51 months. Thank you so much for that, guys. If you're still around, I don't know, you might be asleep. Murder Bot is so much fun. I can't wait to do that. can't wait to do that. Did I buy the Murderbot stuff? I think it was on, didn't I see it somewhere did I see it on like, Humble? Did you guys tell me that? Hey, Captain Kipper, on book 8, almost done. Holy smokes. Now, are you doing like, now when I say I read the book, what I do during the day, typically these books I get, the deal I usually get is the book and the audio book at the same time. So I try to keep my eyes open for those kind of deals. During the daytime, when I'm doing things, I listen and learn how to say all the names and places and stuff. And man, the Thundercrawler Carl is a great one too. It's a great audio book, great dramatic performance. And then at nighttime, when I have an opportunity to sit down and focus, I'll read the book. So I like flipping back and forth between the two if I can. Yeah, there was a Humble Bundle. Okay, I think I did get it. Did I do it? I don't know if I pulled the trigger or not. I know I was looking at it. But yeah, so there you go. Hey, thank you guys for hanging out tonight. It was a lot of fun. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. Let's do it. Let's do Play Retro tomorrow, and then we're back on Thursday night, 6:30 p.m., 6 p.m. Let's do 6 p.m. Let's do it. Get our retro gaming on. The Murderbot ones are good, Captain Kipper. I'm gonna check it out. It's on my list. It's on my list. All right, that's it. That's all I got. Thank you guys. Have a good one. Have a good night, y'all.